Ladies and gentlemen, businessmen and women, entrepreneurs and investors, first and foremost, I would like to greatly thank you for coming to House of Salon, Salon Suite Consulting and Development Services. I'm going to be your number one go-to source for all of your salon suite needs. So let me introduce myself. My name is Frank Bernardo. I'm the president and CEO of House of Salons Consulting and Development Services. And a little bit about my history. 26 years ago, I created the Salon Suite concept. 26 years ago, I put up the very first building in America. And 26 years to date, that building still stands and is running stronger than ever. I have built and developed several salon suite buildings of my own, and I've been consulting and developing salon suites across America as well as overseas. Obviously, you came to this video because you're interested in either gathering information or opening up your very own salon suite building. Well, I'm here to say you came to the right place because of my 26 years of experience. House of Salons is unmatched. We've got more experience than anybody in this industry. The common mistake that most people make out there is entering into the salon suite industry on their own without seeking consultation. And what could happen with that is that can end up costing you a lot of money, because if you do put up the wrong building, you do put up the wrong footprint, you don't give the beauty professionals all the proper amenities that they need, yes, that will be troublesome. You might not get the whole building leased out, you might have tenants leaving, you just don't know what's going to happen. But if you're seeking advice, good advice, solid advice in this industry, I'm here to give it to you. With my experience, there's nothing I haven't done. There's nothing I haven't come across, and there's nothing that I can't do in this industry. What I would like for you to do, before we go any further into this video, I want to show you the brand new concepts that I developed for the industry. We are now incorporating entertainment areas, processing areas. We're giving the buildings more volume, and we've developed beautiful master suites, luxury suites, and we've got the standard suites. This is something no other consulting firm or franchise has done. So as you can see, the buildings, they're spectacular. And that's the only way that you're going to beat the competition, is to have a spectacular building with all the amenities the beauty professionals need and deserve. Because if you put up an average building, and I'm going to say 98% of all salon suite buildings out there, they're average. Average will always be average. With an average building, you're giving your potential tenant too many choices between your average building and the competition's average building. I don't like those odds. So when I put up a building, I know once those beauty professionals walk in, their eyes are going to light up, and we've got them. And that's what I bring to the table. You've seen the entertainment areas that I'm now incorporating into the buildings. And what exactly is an entertainment area? All right, you got a lot of tenants in there. They're going to have several bridal parties throughout the year. So now, instead of the bridal party, once all the girls get dialed up, all right, they're not going to be sandwiched in that 10 by 14 suite or kicked into a hallway with a bench. All right? Those days have to be gone. It's called evolution. We now give that bridal party a place where they can now go. They can have hors d'oeuvres. They can have cocktails. They can even bring in live music. And what does that do? That gives the bridal party, gives them the ultimate experience. Not only is it for your tenants' clients, but it's for your tenants too, because that's your tenant's place of business, all right? So the whole experience has to be gratifying. I like comparing this to like going to a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant, the food is great, but the atmosphere and the ambiance is terrible. It's like, how did you leave that restaurant? You walked away talking to your partner, the food was good, but the place looked like hell. All right, we don't want that in the salon suite industry. We want it to be the ultimate experience. We want them to walk in and get a great service from their beauty professional in the ultimate luxurious atmosphere. That's a win-win. So now you can clearly see how much different House of Salons is than all the competition, and that's including franchising. All right, I want to ask you another question here. For all of you who are still thinking about jumping into this on their own, there's, like I said, a lot to this business. I mean, design is one thing. You can even copy the design, But let me ask you a question. Location. Do you know what the proper location is? What exactly is the right formula for that location? Well, I'm here to tell you that 99% of all people have this all wrong. There is a formula. And I've got that right here. I'm going to be able to tell you exactly how many tenants you could potentially draw from to get into that building. Now, would you be able to do that? Probably not. What about lease negotiations with landlords? Have you ever negotiated a lease? All right, there's a lot that goes into it. There's tenant improvement money that we can get. There's also rent reduction. There's also years on the lease. There's also price freeze increases, all these things that we're going to negotiate with the landlord that you might not have the common knowledge to do. Have you ever drawn out plans? You're going to have to get those going for an architect. You've got to have a vision, and it has to get put on paper. Have you ever worked with architects? Do you know where all the outlets have to go, where the lighting has to go, where the cabinets have to go, the placement of all the furniture in the suites? You can't just rely on an architect to come up with their plan because they don't know the business. This is where I come in. I take care of everything for you from A to Z. House of Salons, we are going to be your number one choice, all right? Let me go over a couple more things that we're going to help you with. I hate to say the word help, that we're going to give you our expertise in, per se, all right? We already talked about location, how important and how vital that location is going to be for the success of your business. We talked about working with landlords, all right? Negotiating lease, getting tenant improvement money. I'm an expert in the field with all of that. We talked about plans and working with architects. We also got to work on your brand. What exactly is going to be your brand? We got to work on websites. Do you know how to put together a website? I got an in-house team. We do all that for you. Social media. What do we put on social media to get potential tenants? I've got the formula. All my years of expertise will save you thousands of dollars in wasted money. Once you hire House of Salons, I'm going to take care of every issue that you have. Everything, again, from A to Z will be taken care of from the start to the grand opening. And I hope to be there when you open that building. I got all my website information in the description box right below this video. Please, after the video, go down and educate yourself on House of Salons and everything that I will bring to the table to make your salon suite business 100% successful.